Welcome back. So, real quick news of the day video here. I'm going to be leaving the house though for a little bit. We've got an errand to run, so who knows? Big news probably comes. There'll be a huge trade as soon as I leave the house. That's a rule. The schedule has been released, so all of the teams tweeted out the schedules, and we're seeing what we had rumored that we would see, or would have been rumored that we would see, which is a lot of back-to-backs. And we're seeing teams play against each other perhaps 4, maybe 5 times in a row, because they want to minimize travel. They also want to make sure that, let's say, Boston's playing against Pittsburgh 4 times in a row and there's a positive test out of Boston, it would only affect those 2 teams and not potentially affect other teams. So it's a schedule that it's for 1 year only. It's going to be interesting, and there's going to be a lot of fighting. I'm telling you, by the 4th time in a row that you're seeing the same team, you really don't want to see them again. Provinces may give an answer today. We're getting late in the day for it, but there's word that there may be an answer from the provinces today about how they feel regarding the NHL's plans and maybe seeing this schedule, and is that going to make them feel any better? Is it going to make them say, forget it? No, it's not going to happen. We don't know, but the NHL is pressing forward with this schedule, and it does open January 13th, ends May 8th, and there are 5 games on January 13th. Watch for a preview of those 5 games soon on this channel, because it's kind of nice to have a preview of hockey that's going to happen, isn't it? Nikita Kucherov. So if you're a Tampa fan and you were worried about being over the cap, good news, bad news. The good news is you're not over the cap. The bad news is Nikita Kucherov's going to miss the entire regular season after having hip surgery. Julien Brisebois making this announcement and saying that he hopes to have Kucherov back for the playoffs. But this is a huge blow to Tampa. So right now, if you're a Carolina fan and you're saying, do we have any hope of winning the division? You know, with Kucherov out, it's possible. And you have to think, is Stamkos going to be 100%? Like, this is a Tampa team that suddenly doesn't necessarily look unstoppable. And Kucherov being out for the entire season is a huge blow to the Tampa Bay Lightning. And it also means they don't have to protect him in the expansion draft. So see, this is where things change. Now they don't have to worry about protecting. Even if he didn't have a no movement clause, they don't have to worry about it. He's exempt. So now they could protect another forward and not worry about losing another forward to Seattle. So Kucherov's going to be out, and hopefully he's okay for the playoffs. And for Tampa, we'll see how they do. That is a major blow to the Tampa Bay Lightning. And finally, the NHL confirmed what we all kind of knew was going to happen. The Stadium Series game in Carolina is not happening this season. The stadium games, the Winter Classics, all the outdoor games, you want to have them in front of as many fans as possible, and it just doesn't work in an empty stadium. It's tough enough as it is to really make it feel. It always feels weird when you have them in these big stadiums because the fans are really so far away. But to have it without the fans, it's not economically, it makes no sense economically to do it. So the Stadium Series game has been postponed. You have to think then that they'll be back in Carolina probably next season. I'll say 2022 they'll put that stadium game. You just do the Winter Classic and stadium games where you'd planned on having them. So Minnesota would get the next Winter Classic and just push it all back 1 year. So hopefully that happens for Carolina, because I was really interested to see how that would work and what kind of stadium jerseys you could get for Carolina. I think you could have a really fun, futuristic kind of jersey for stadium. I know the stadium jerseys are hit and miss. And Colorado and LA, you could argue they were both kind of misses. But they did try something different. And right away people said, don't do something different. Try something that looks familiar. So the Retro Reverse were born. All right, there you go. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below regarding these items. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you're browsing your way through. You just happen upon this video, and do not be surprised if more happens between now and the end of the day to necessitate another video of this nature. Thank you guys so much for all your support. I will talk to you again soon.